Good morning. We're underway on our way to Lady Musgrave Island. Out in that direction, we've got full sails up this morning. A lovely southeasterly wind, which is blowing the right direction for a change. At this point in time, I'm going to have to probably give us a bit of engine assistance because I want to get in before dark. This breeze is tipped to pick up a bit, but I want to make some ground prior to that in case I have to reef and go a bit slower. Sailed off the anchor this morning, which is always a lovely feeling. No noisy motors. Pretty rolly night last night on my beach stop, mainly because I anchored a bit too close in, I think. The tide dropped and I was sitting in about a metre of water, so I was getting a fair bit of the bumps coming through, but not a bad night's sleep. Anyway, I'll give you an update a bit later. I will go and log on to the radio. Cheers. The wind's picked up a bit. Got a double reef in and a reefed head sail, and I'm still kicking along at 6.5 knots. It's not really that windy. The sea state's reasonable. There's a bit of wind chop, nothing really coming over right on the beam. You non-sailors, that means it's like straight sideways on the boat, which is okay. We would much rather have it behind us, it's much more comfortable, but we certainly don't want it in front of us too much. I'm tracking pretty much straight towards Lady Musgrave Island and expecting to arrive there about 2 o'clock, which is better than what was estimated. Estimated was 4 o'clock, so hooking along. Poor old tender's coping the flogging behind me, but it doesn't really fit up on the boat at all. Still sailing off into the sunrise. A romantic. And we're out in the open ocean, fishing rod out, hoping that something will jump on it. The auto tiller's working overtime, keeping us on track, but the boat feels pretty balanced now with the second reef in. It was a bit of a struggle when there was full sail up, and it's actually going faster. So there you go, reefing your sails is a good idea. Sometimes it makes you go quicker. Catch you later on. And for you non-sailing type people, reefing the sail means that you're reducing the sail area. So if you look at that sail there, you can see it's not all the way up the top, and it's not all the way down here either, and the sail's folded up. It's a very, very ugly reef, but I had to do it by myself in a hurry, so it's not pretty. But I've also wound in the head sail a little bit on the furler, so that's what reefing is, just reducing your sail area to balance the boat a bit better and be more comfortable. I've reached the halfway point. Wish I could say I was having a fantastic time, but not really. It's uncomfortable. Probably 1.5 metre short, sharp wind chop that's on the beam. So in other words, it's hitting the boat on the side, and every now and then she just rolls onto the side and dips the leeward side gunnel into the water, which is not fun. And hey, we're getting along still between 5 and 6 knots with a double reef in the main and hardly any head sail out. So, and it's a beautiful day. It's not too bad as far as the weather's concerned. Probably blowing at 10 to 15 knots. It's supposed to increase 15 to 20 this afternoon. Hopefully I'll be close by the time that happens, because I really don't want to be in any bigger sea state than what we're in at the moment. Anyway, alive. I'm cold. The bloody wind is icy. suppose if it's coming from the south, it's bringing more cold air with it. So. Anyway, I'll report in a bit later if anything is to report. Otherwise, I'll report in when I get to Lady Musgrave. Well, I made it. I'm absolutely shattered. That was hectic. Yeah, it's just so bumpy, short, steep, 1.5 metre, sometimes a little bit bigger, wind chop. Not much fun, and you know, it's sailing's supposed to be fun. Well, I'm here though. I'll give you a look where we are. The boat, I had to do some repairs on the way, so the toolbox is out. There's shit everywhere, literally. Even in the cockpit. There's a few other boats in here, mostly catamarans and a couple of stink boats. For those of you that don't know what a stink boat is, that's a stink boat. And there's Lady Musgrave Island, and the sun's getting low. Managed to get myself on a mooring. Come up with a really good idea for getting myself on a mooring, because when you're single-handed and you're trying to run up the front and grab the mooring line before you get blown backwards or off course, it can be a bit of a pain. So what I did is I ran this blue mooring rope. I ran it from the cleat up the front all the way down to the cleat down here, and then drove up alongside the mooring rope and hooked it onto the cleat. Hooked it onto the mooring line, put it back over the cleat there. So that meant then I was facing, because the wind's quite strong, and I was facing away from the wind, so the stern was to the wind. So then it was just a matter of just manhandling the boat and turning it around and letting the mooring line slip up on its loop to the front end and then tying it off. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, it's not new. That sort of mooring system's used quite often, but I've never just done a makeshift thing like that, and I thought, oh, that's probably the only way I'm going to get on the mooring, because otherwise I'd have to drop anchor, and I didn't really want to drop anchor. Quite a few moorings here. What have we got in? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats, and there's still another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably, I'm not sure whether these ones over here are mooring balls, the ones next to the island, but anyway, I'm here. I'm going to have a little lie down before I clean things up, because I am shattered, and then I'm going to have a beer or 7. Alright, I'm going to sign off now. So that's day 5 done and dusted. You're not going to get this, there's no reception here, so to Alison and everybody else that's interested, I am alive. I'm only going to stay here 1 night because, 2 nights, because big blow coming through on Thursday, so I'm going to head out early Wednesday morning and get back before the wind comes up. I don't want to go through anything worse than what I went through today. So that's the plan. Alright, cheers, and see you maybe tomorrow. I'll go and explore the island.